make a comment about that because, you know, Bo has always been a really hard worker, and he's had some obstacles to overcome, mostly little injury type things that have, you know, plagued him a little bit, but never once did he put his head down, never once did he get frustrated or discouraged, and just kept working, and every time you call on him, he's ready to roll. And, you know, he was, you guys know me, whoever's hot, that's who's going to get the ball, and he's been hot lately, and he's going to get the ball.
All right, over here on the right side.
Nicole Auerbach, USA Today. Nick, kind of following up on that. What was it a plan to get him involved in the offense early, and just kind of, you know, he hasn't had a ton of carries this year, and some, you know, obviously later in games, but that, and then also just after the amount of injuries he weathered in high school, and then in getting to Alabama, just how rewarding it is to see this.
Well, it's very rewarding to see him have the kind of success that he's having, knowing what he's been through and what he's had to overcome physically. And he's done a nice job of showing a lot of perseverance in that. But he played really well in the SEC championship game. I think, you know, you all look at stats all the time. We look at how guys play, and he played very well in that game and was very productive. So it was the plan to get him in the game earlier today, but our game plan was to run more direct runs, and that's one thing that he's done extremely well for us.
All right, all the way in the back right, Coach.
Ryan, can you take us through what you saw in that interception return and how that was a real game changer for you guys, like it really has been all year when the defense has been able to score?
I was rushing in, and Ruben gave me a call to peel the back. I peeled him, and the quarterback didn't see me, and I just picked it off.
Yeah, that was a great job of those two guys executing, and it shows you that guys aren't unselfish at all. When the back was offset to an open inside, we wanted Ruben to rush the A gap and Ryan to take the back, and you know, he's a great pass rusher, so but that also helped our protection, and then if the back blocked Ruben, we got an extra guy rushing. So they did a nice job in practice of executing that, and they did a really good job, and I don't think the quarterback expected Ryan to peel the guy on that play, and threw the ball out there, and Ryan made a great play and a great run, and it was a big play in the game.
Over here, Ed.
Edward Ashdoff, ESPN. Nick, can you just talk about how Eddie Jackson has helped this defense out while he hasn't been able to play? A lot of guys were complimentary of him. And also Ryan, you know, how much of an influence has Eddie been for you?
Well, me and Eddie, we real close. I would say me and Eddie, probably all the guys on the team are the closest, the dude that I'm closest to. You know, so when he first got hurt, man, it just, at that moment, you know, I actually asked Coach could I wear his number, you know, because I really was hurt about that he couldn't finish the year how he wanted to, based on the fact that he came back. And, man, he just been there, and he's like a coach now, man. So it means a lot to us, and it means a lot to us to go out there and win for him.
Did you see the article that he wrote? Well, the last step of that, the last sentence of that said something like, you know, I would give anything to go out there and play with my brothers again. So you guys take advantage of every play that you have. But I think that one thing that I took from that article that some people don't realize, especially if you haven't played on a team, especially a football team, which is probably the greatest team game there is because there's more participants, that no matter what you search for in your life, no matter where you go or what you do, I mean, we went to the Martin Luther King Center. We've been all over this town this week. All right, when you're in that huddle, there ain't nobody special. Everybody's together. Everybody has respect for each other, and everybody appreciates the job that everybody else does. And you can go a long way in doing a lot of things, and you may never find that. You may never find that, but you find it when you play football and you play together as a team. And I think that article epitomized the defensive chemistry that we have and how important those guys are to each other and how they play well together.
All right, time for just a couple more. We'll go right here next.
Nicole Auerbach, USA Today. For Bo, if I have it right, 3 season-ending injuries in high school. Just can you kind of reflect on that and just really how far it's come for different injuries, pushing your body, getting your body back, and then starting off with the knee injury at Alabama, and just all of that to get here and to have this performance on the stage?
By having so many injuries, it's really a mind thing. You can't let your mind take over your body. You know, you just got to keep pushing and keep pushing. That's what I did. and I worked at it every day. And then another injury came, so I treated it like the same one. So I didn't let it get to my head. So I just kept working, and I overcame the injuries.
All right, last question right here on the left, please.
Well, can you kind of take us through that touchdown run? I mean, you're 2 or 3 inches off from losing it all right at the line of scrimmage, and had to collect yourself. Then you had to make somebody miss. Then you made a cut. Kind of take it what it looked like through your eyes.
I mean, you had to ask my offensive line about that. I mean, because they did their job, and I just took what they gave me. Like, it's just the process, and you gotta trust the plays that you running, and you gotta believe in your offensive line that they gonna get the job done. And when you get to the secondary, you're on your own basically, because the offensive line did their job. So I really think you should ask the offensive line what they did to get me through there.
All right, we'll end it there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.